What if I told you that 1 year ago, almost to this day, I sat here? Well, not exactly here, but I sat somewhere, and I took a look at two tiny quantum computing stocks. One was called Rigetti, and the other was called D-Wave. One of them went up like 600 or 800%, and the other went up about 500%. What if I also told you that back in February of 2021, I told you about a little software company called Palantir? From that price, it ran up more than 600% to its all-time high. Just last May, I talked to you guys about Seagate when it was trading at $95. It hit $800 12 months later. That is a 745% gain. Then there is Intel. I talked about it last August, and everybody laughed at me today. It is the comeback story of 2026. Most people think those gains are once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. In this video, I will show you that it does not have to be true for you. You have been told a fib and a half truth by the financial industry. I hope you can suffer through the wobbles and the terrible audio, as I am obviously on a flight. I felt it was important to share this with you right now. The goal here is to share that there are even bigger opportunities right in front of your nose. It is just that most people were never taught how to find them. In this video, I am going to walk you through 3 specific stocks and explain why most investors will miss these. Now, I am not a registered investment advisor, and past performance does not guarantee future performance. To make sure this really lands for you, I am going to give you a bonus. I have a full research report covering everything I have to share with you plus more. This video will be a little bit less structured because I am sitting in an airplane seat. There is a link down below to that report, and it is completely free. It is pinned to the top comment, so download it because it is yours for free. You should of course thank Winston for that. Winston is my adopted golden retriever pup. He is not flying with us today. He is probably on a hike right now, enjoying the mountains, while the turbulence here is spilling my tea everywhere. If you bought any of the stocks I just mentioned and you are up 800% or 1000%, you are probably feeling great. But the problem is a lot of people bought them at the wrong moment. They held them for too long, and now they are looking at a great big ugly loss of 70%. That is the problem almost every investor encounters again and again. If that has happened to you, please let me know in the comments down below. It is like a meeting for investors anonymous. Share the stock name in there and let it be part of the journey to make sure this never happens to you again. The reason it happened to you is because you have been told you should buy and hold all your stocks forever. You were told they will always go up in the long run. That is true for one thing and one thing only. The index, like the S&P 500, all the money printing will make the broad market go up, but individual stocks do not go up forever. Just talk to the investors of Plug Power or PayPal or BlackBerry or Neo or Lucid. Those people are feeling real pain right now. Money is just disappearing before their eyes. Imagine $10,000 now being worth only $1,500. If you are planning on buying stocks and holding them forever, you will likely regret it. The speed at which technology is changing means today's winners will be replaced by newer technologies. Yes, some companies will adapt, but many will be the next BlackBerry or the next Nokia or the next Xerox. They are the horse and cart in the age of the Model T. Wall Street has a solution for this, and they have known it for years. I am going to give you that solution. We are going to run a live seminar on why buy and hold is dead in 2026. It is going to be live, and it is going to be free this coming weekend. The time is listed down below in the description. It will work for you whether you are in America or in the Socialist Republics of Europe or the United Kingdom. You can all join me because I will actually be in the right time zone for once. I will be in France doing it live, and it might be the only time we ever do this. It is such a big deal because nobody understands this. Everybody loses so much money on silly mistakes that we can avoid. We can teach this to you in an hour or maybe 2. Come and join me and grab a free ticket at buyandgrow.org. There will be no replay, so just be on time if you find this important. Links are down below in the description, but let us jump back into the opportunities. If you are wondering who the heck I am, my name is Felix, and I used to be an investment banker. I left that world because I did not really gel with it. I started an academy where we have taught over 20,000 students how to invest the way the pros actually do. I am also the co-founder of TradeVision, which is a platform thousands of you use to find opportunities. Let me walk you through a couple of winners, not to brag, but to give you some lessons. Then we will walk through the 3 opportunities of right now. We already touched upon the quantum stocks. Rigetti went up like 1,048% from the time I first mentioned it. Everyone called me crazy back then. They said quantum computing was 20 years away and not proven. I knew that did not matter because I could see the money pouring into the sector. But the real problem is that these stocks went up 1,000% and then most went down 70%. People bought them at the wrong time, and we are going to fix that. If you go back to 2021 and look at Palantir, it is an unusual story. It was trading around $20 when I started talking about it. People said it was just a consulting company. I said no, it is the operating system for the defense and intelligence community. I knew artificial intelligence was going to make it explode. We could see the smart money was already in it. Then it went from $20 to $27 at the very top. Actually, that was a 665% gain from the lows. Or look at May 10th of 2025 when I told you about a boring company called Seagate. They made hard drives, and everyone thought I was an idiot. Everyone said just buy NVIDIA. Nobody cared about hard drives back then. But I saw that AI does not just need chips. AI needs somewhere to put all the data. Trillions of dollars of training data and video and images. Someone has to make the hardware for that storage. Today, Seagate is trading around $780. From $95 to $800 is over a 700% gain in 12 months. It was boring and profitable, and no one talked about it. Then look at Intel last summer in August. I got a lot of hate for that because everyone said it was a loser stock. It was in the gutter and people were writing obituaries for it. But something changed and the money started buying Intel. It is up about 500% since then. If you look at these 5 stocks, they cover quantum and software and hard drives and chips. They are different sectors, but the pattern is the same. They were out of favor and they were hated and they were mocked. But they are real businesses with macro tailwinds. The painful part is that the news only tells you the positive stories. You need to understand the wreckage before you are qualified to see the opportunity. That is why I tell you that buy and hold is dead in 2026. Let me give you 5 of the most loved and hyped stocks of the last couple of years. Look at what they did to people who bought and held. PayPal was the pandemic king and the future of money. It peaked at about $310 in 2021. It is trading at about $46 right now. That is 85% down. $10,000 is now only $1,500 after 5 years of holding. Plug Power was supposed to be the future of energy, and the next Tesla. It went up to $75 and now it is trading at $3. That is 96% of wealth wiped out. Remember BlackBerry in 2021, it ripped to about $28, and today it is trading at $6 again. That is 77% down. NEO went all the way to $67 and it is trading at $5.90 right now. That is down 91%. Then there is Lucid, which was called the Tesla killer. It peaked at $57 and is trading at $2 right now. You are down 97%. A $10,000 investment is now worth about $120. Be honest with me and tell me if you have held a stock that is down more than 30%. I am not judging you because everyone has been there. I want to show everybody how common this is because you are not alone. It actually makes you human, but these hype stocks declined on average 89%. They were on every magazine cover and had millions of fans on YouTube. Buy and hold does not die because companies necessarily die. It dies because the story changes. And retail investors do not know how to read the change. They marry the stock and defend it on social media. They average down and they die a slow death while Wall Street takes profits and rotates out. That is what I am going to teach you if you join us this weekend at buyandgrow.org. I am going to walk you through the whole rotation framework live. Now let us look at the 3 names I am watching right now. First stock is Fortinet, and the ticker is FTNT. It is a cybersecurity company. I mentioned this stock a week ago in a live training, and it is up about 30% since then. Some of you might think it is too late, but I think the move is just getting started. Every company on Earth needs cybersecurity. AI is making attackers 1,000 times more dangerous with deepfakes and phishing. Every Fortune 500 board is panicking, and security budgets are doubling. Fortinet has its own custom chips, which means their firewalls are faster and cheaper. It is a real moat with recurring subscription revenue. If you look at the chart, you see it was beaten up badly, but it is back at its peak. You actually want to be buying just at the all-time high, even if that sounds counterintuitive. The second stock is called Compass Minerals, and the ticker symbol is CMP. They make salt and fertilizer. I know it sounds incredibly boring, but that is the point. They mine salt for roads in the winter and for food companies. The demand never goes to zero. They mine specialty fertilizers for premium crops like fruits and vegetables. They are sitting on real physical assets like a salt mine in Ontario. You cannot 3D print a salt mine. Hard assets are coming back into fashion because people are worried about rapid change. This stock has been beaten up and dropped from $100 to $27. They had some weather issues and debt restructuring, which is what I look for. I want out of favor businesses with macro tailwinds. Fertilizer prices are going through the roof, so we are watching for better earnings. Institutional money is pouring back into it, and I like it because it is not an AI stock. The third stock is called MKS Instruments, and the ticker symbol is MKSI. This is the kind of company nobody has heard of, but everybody depends on. They make precision instruments like gas flow controllers and vacuum systems. These go inside the machines that make semiconductors. If NVIDIA is the race car, then SML is the factory that builds the car. MKS makes the wrenches the factory uses. No wrenches means no factory and no race car. Semiconductor investing is going parabolic right now. Every country wants their own chip factories. The United States and Europe and Japan and Korea and India are spending hundreds of billions. MKS sells into every single one of them. They are the shovel of the shovel. They serve the laser and specialty chemicals world, which feeds advanced packaging. It is a cyclical business, and we are at a turning point here. The valuation is actually pretty reasonable. The signal is that semiconductor equipment orders are accelerating. There you have it with 3 ideas you probably never looked at before. Do not run out and buy them blindly. Instead, if this video clicked for you, then you owe it to yourself to learn the skill Wall Street uses. Join me for the live session on why buy and hold is dead in 2026. I will teach you the rotation frameworks I have used for decades. I will also give you the 3 sectors that I think will dominate 2026. Go to buyandgrow.org and share it with someone else. Our goal is to help educate 1 million people. None of those big wins like Seagate or Palantir were lucky. They were patterns. At the same time, the wreckage of PayPal and Neo killed the people who were just holding. You do not need to be those people. Go do your homework on these new watchlist stocks. I am not a registered investment advisor, and I only give you data and research to help you. Responsible means you are responsible for your own decisions. Join us on the weekend and write a comment that says shared if you pass this along. I wish you all the best, and I will see you live from France. Stay boring, stay patient. Peace.